Hello, this is Kenda Bell, also known as the Joy Factor Mama, and welcome to the Cosmic Alchemy forecast for the week of March 9th through March the 14th, 2025, sponsored by the Sacred Joy Garden, where we plant and grow and thrive like the lotus flower, based on not what we've been through, but what we know. We pulled the genius out of everything. So this month's theme is "To Thine Own Self Be True." This month has a lot of retrogrades and two very important eclipses. The first one is happening this Friday. For some people, it will begin at around 2:30 a.m. on March the 14th, Eastern Standard Time. For others, you may start wanting to do any type of work or clearing work or whatever you spiritual work that you think that you should do. I would suggest that you may do it on Friday night going into Saturday morning when the energy is rising before it starts to descend. And what I want you guys to keep in mind for this week is that when we talk about a lunar eclipse, this is basically the inside, whatever is within us, whatever aspects of internal work that we may have been doing or that we need to do will really become prominent, as opposed to how we're expressing ourselves physically. With this eclipse being in Virgo, it's going to really scratch at our habits. And it can be not just your physical habits, but as well as your thinking patterns, the habits that you think or how you view things, how you interact with people, these habits. And the astrology work that I like to use as a foundation for my own transformation is the planet of Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation and rebirth. And I consider it like the ancestor planet because it sits in each sign or each energy for the minimum of a decade. But most often it sits in a particular energy for up to 20 years or sometimes longer. And it's a generational effect. And so what I do is I incorporate the generational cycles that we may have inherited genetically or we have acquired through habit, socialization, and get the genius out of it, because Pluto is always showing us where we can improve, what needs to go. And it's not always about the death of something, but more so the rebirth. So if you really want to learn more about that, make sure that you comment below or click my link so you can not only get your free Unleashing Your Inner Power through the planet Pluto's influence, but I would also invite you to get a report because it helps us to really get the jewels out of our lessons. And again, with this full moon being in Virgo, it's really going to dip into our habits, our daily habits. Last week, with us having Venus in retrograde, and I'm sorry, Venus moving into Aries, we probably had a lot of conversations or thoughts that really challenged us to think not only more deeper, but in a new way to solve old problems. And that is the influence of Pluto moving its slow but steady course through Aquarius, which is the sign of transformation, innovation, technology, the true shaking up and the shifting of old things that do not work. It's not about what is old. I think that we get sometimes caught up in feeling that we're not honoring what has been. But one of the best ways to honor is to evolve, because letting go of what's old is only considered old, in my opinion, if it doesn't work. We get off into these ideas about words, but what it really is letting go of things that no longer work. And sometimes the only way that you know that things don't work is if you've done them for a long time. So that's a downloaded message about that. So as we move through this week, and we start edging across into this lunar eclipse energy, I want you to look at the messages as they affect you, but keep in mind the lessons that you may have already learned, what things that you quote unquote gone through, not in tears or fear, but in triumph, because this is the next 20 years is really about you accepting your wisdom and your genius in whatever way that shows up, not out of fear, but in power. Not about I don't deal with women because they've hurt me, but acknowledging that I now know the type of energy that works for me to have healthy relationships with women. It's the genius and the wisdom in accepting and not judging that there's certain types of energies that may not work for you. There's certain types of jobs that no longer serve you. You've been doing this job and there's a urging for you to do something different. Of course, no one's saying to jump out and just do it right now, but begin with acknowledging that maybe there's something more. And you know that. This is the time of awakening. We're all awakening. And there's so many paths to do that. And this is just one thing that I'm sharing. All right. So if you want to skip ahead to your sign, you can, but I'm going in order. And this is going to be an interesting week with this full lunar eclipse. So here we go. Aries. The ancestral message from Pluto goes as follows. Remember how Pluto in Capricorn taught you to hustle hard and polish your public image? As Pluto slides into Aquarius, it's whispering, girl, rally your squad and spark fresh group energy. Let that Virgo eclipse fine tune your routines as you expand your network. So, this week's theme for you is fuel your fire and ignite your wallet. Aries, this week your inner warrior is calling you to charge ahead, even if chaos tries to crash the party. Your faith is blazing like a bonfire, lighting up those dark corners of doubt. Your work and lifestyle might feel like they're getting a much needed remix. So lean into revamping your financial game and investing in yourself. So this energy for you is really about knowing who you are, standing in your power. And I think this is the message for everyone. Um, this week, this moon is going to really test us. Like we're going to have to stop breaking habits that are not serving us. And so what I'm saying with this is the way that you're doubting yourself. You've done the work. You've done the work. If you go back, the past 17 years, you really worked on, your whole identity and thing. You got this. Your public image. You are who you are. You can start investing more in yourself. In terms of, it could be a business, it could be a new wardrobe. It's okay. Don't doubt yourself. You're next level. There's nothing else to wait for. You go up a notch. It's just there. So do it. And this week is going to give you the opportunity to really see it and know it. Have a great week, Aries. Taurus, your ancestral message from Pluto. Your journey under Pluto in Capricorn expanded your horizons and reshaped your beliefs. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius lighting up your career and public image, your spiritual insights become your secret sauce for real ambition. Let this eclipse ignite a creative rebellion in your future. So, this week's theme, Taurus, is reinvent your dreams with refined rebellion. Taurus, you kick off your week with urges to meet society's expectations, but deep down, your soul knows there's a better path waiting for you. When the Virgo lunar eclipse swoops in, it's time to wave goodbye to stale self expression and channel every lesson from your worldly adventures into a burst of fresh creativity. So, this week, stop chasing what society says is the standard. You've gone through enough, you've learned enough that you, on a spiritual level, exceed those things. So allow yourself to take the lessons that you learned and really flip it in a creative way. And that could be like in your business, that could be in your relationships, even. You don't have to be the serious one all the time. It could be as simple as that. You can relax a little and laugh a little. People are still going to love you and respect you. You can cry and say, this is hard, and release that, and take that, and take your lessons, and really take a fresh approach at whatever you're doing, your business, your relationships, just whatever. It's the old ways of doing things that don't work are gone. Tradition that is evolved is what we need right now. Have a great week. Gemini, Pluto in Capricorn pushed you to face your financial fears and deepen emotional bonds. Now, as Pluto in Aquarius stokes your curiosity and higher learning, it's time to expand that fearless energy. Let the Virgo eclipse reset your foundation and mix your resilient heart with revolutionary ideas. All right, ma'am, that's my sign. So this week's theme is redesign your reality with bold new ideas. Oh, Gemini, you're all about making things happen by any means necessary. A sacred opportunity may appear in the area of career this week, offering a plot twist that calls you to rise to the occasion. Don't allow this to shake up your home. By week's end, you'll calculate a leap of faith and embrace your dream career. So, how I'm interpreting this is that, again, trust your gut, trust yourself. You have prepared spiritually for anything that comes up. So whatever the plot twist is, it's I'm rising from this, and just know this, and don't allow fear or concern or anything to disrupt the flow. Allow yourself to be in navigating this opportunity, because it could lead you to where you want it to be. And if not directly there, it's going to put you more on path. Okay? All right, Gemini, have a great week. Cancer, the ancestral message from Pluto is: Pluto in Capricorn taught you the art of deep, intimate partnerships, unveiling hidden dynamics. With Pluto moving into Aquarius, channel that wisdom into managing shared finances and nurturing soulful connections. The Virgo eclipse is your communication zone, is cue to release old blocks and welcome new alliances. All right, what's going on? So this week's theme for Cancer is evolve your vision and master your emotional realm. Cancer, your heart is your true compass, guiding you toward your life's purpose. Unexpected turbulence might shift visions you once held as your own. Resolve them gently within. As an old mindset fades away, a new chapter unfolds. Let your emotional maturity become your greatest asset. So, what feels good in your heart and not in your mind? You may get something that will challenge the way that you see yourself, the world, or someone. Where it's like, oh, I get it now. It's almost like the way that again, it's the idea that it's okay. I know, regardless of what happens, but just resolve these inconsistencies in a gentle way, meaning don't be hard on yourself saying, I should have known, I did know, or any of those things, because you have such a caring heart that you always want to be sure. So don't think of it as a weakness, or you were weak, or whatever. It's that your heart has so much of a capacity that you really want to make sure. And it's not a bad thing. This could also be something good. So before you start thinking, oh, see, I knew that person was bad, it could actually be that someone is exceedingly good. That the angel may appear in a way that you did not expect. Or the person that challenged you is actually your biggest cheerleader. That's what emotional maturity will be for you. It's really looking at not so much of good versus bad, but what resonates with me. What do I think about it? What do I honestly, not what I think about it. Sorry. Spirit said no. How do I feel about it? These next 20 years are really about integrating your feelings in the way that you think for you. But anyway, have a great week. Leo, Your ancestral message is this. Under Pluto in Capricorn, you reimagine your daily routines and health habits. Now, as Pluto in Aquarius shifts, its focus to partnerships is calling you to infuse that balance into your relationships. Trust that the Virgo eclipse will illuminate any lingering money or self-worth issues, keeping you grounded as you rise to new heights. So this is, again, your routine. So you've learned what works for you. For the past 17 years, you've learned about what things work for you, what types of food you should eat, what type of exercise regiments, how your house should be ran, those different things. You learn these things. So now you can take this into your relationships. So trust that. Trust that even if your income flow doesn't necessarily match your taste, so what? You still deserve it and you can still desire it. You can have it. Maybe you can't have as much, or maybe the universe will gift it to you, but you deserve it. So eliminate any lingering money or self-worth issues. And this also is for anyone that has a Leo rising as well. Okay, but that's just your message from the ancestors. Let's go to this week, Leo. So Leo, this week's theme for you is reboot your royalty and spark a career renaissance. So Leo, it's time to tap into that fierce inner royalty and take a daring leap of faith. If trust falters and your current money game feels challenged, know that you have all the tools you need. Get ready for a major career pivot that'll boost your income and amplify your self-esteem. So this eclipse, release and let go of anything that makes you feel any less. And again, this could be thinking, this could be the people that you hang out with, whatever that is. You have exactly what you need to have anything that you want, either by work or to call it to yourself. You've learned a lot over the past 17 years. Start bringing that magic back up in whatever form. I don't care what you do, how you do it. If it's going to church, if that was helping you to have a better life, get back in there. If that was not enough and you felt like you needed to do something else, then go to that. But you need to know that whatever you choose, you're worth it. You have the tools. Have a great week, Leo. Virgo, the ancestral message for you is this. Pluto in Capricorn unlocked your inner child and revolutionized your approach to romance and creativity. Now, with Pluto sailing in Aquarius, it's time to weave that joy into your everyday routine. Embrace the emotional breakthroughs of your full moon and eclipse as a daily dose of playful brilliance. All right, Virgo, that means you need to relax. Unleash your inner muse and make joy a daily habit. Dear Virgo, your week begins with a shakeup in your relationship dynamics. Time to rewrite your relationship policy with some much needed real talk. The lunar eclipse in your sign is here to dismantle old perceptions and invites you to rediscover your playful, creative spirit. So this week, this eclipse is going to really be giving a little razzle dazzle in your relationship dynamics, and this could be romantic, this could be family, this could be work relationships, and it could also, quite frankly, be a relationship with yourself because it's in your sign. You choose how it affects you. So rewriting your relationship policies. What do you want? How do you want it, and how often? What are you willing to invest? What are you willing to not invest? And this could be money, this could be energy, this could be sex, this could be any aspect of self. So it's time for you to not so much be so rigid, but if you're going to make rules, let it be for your pleasure. Let it be for you to be more free. Base any type of relationship rules or what you need or your must-haves. May they be must-haves for you to be more creative and playful. And again, this goes with family dynamics as well as romance and relationship, or even as a parent, as an auntie. Maybe you're the auntie that people call when something's bad. Say, hey, I'm tired of being the one that you call when something bad is happening. Y'all can't call me just to say hi, and just be okay with saying that and tell them that. I'm not the person, look, you know what it is. Like, yeah, I want to go out. I'm not just the mean auntie. Let them know. All right. Moving on. Libra, your ancestral message is this. Pluto in Capricorn redefined your home and family values. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius igniting your creative and romantic energies, it's time to celebrate your renewed inner core through joyful self expression. Let your authentic, playful spirit shine bright. Everyone's supposed to be having fun in this new era. All right, Libra. So this week, your theme is recalibrate, rebalance, and radiate joy. Libra, your foundation is getting a major makeover. A seismic shift in your home or family dynamics could shake up your emotional core. Does that thing really matter anymore? As the Virgo eclipse clears the hidden corners of your world, you're invited to rebuild a vibrant new perspective. Now, when I saw this, I was like, oh gosh, I'm not one of those gloom and doomer people. So you can choose how you understand this. But this could be a seismic shift of the most beautiful expression of love and dedication. It could be something that um, you may have thought you really needed. And it's like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Or conversely, something that may have been a big deal. You understand why it is or it isn't anymore. Whatever will be revealed, whatever aha moment that is revealed, released, it's all in a shift and the idea that it may not even matter. And it gives you a fresh, a vibrant new way of looking at whatever this thing may be. Okay? So no worries. It's going to be whatever you choose it to be. That's what I'm feeling. It's all good. You have the tools. Everyone has the tools. Everyone has what they need to get exactly what they want. Know that your power lies this week in the emotional value that you invest. What have you learned about investing in the emotional value? And this could be on the high end or the low end. Again, you decide. Have a great week. Scorpio, this ancestral message from Pluto is this. Pluto in Capricorn honed your communication skills and reshape your local connections. With Pluto transiting into Aquarius, channel that raw, empowered energy into creating a supportive, nurturing environment wherever you are. Release those outdated circles and let your honest voice lead the way. All right, Scorpio. So this week, the theme is redefine your reality and cultivate a haven of truth. Scorpio, your passions are evolving, transforming your dreams and rewriting your future. Look out for possible dissolution of your social roles crumbling under the lunar eclipse. It's a wake up call to embrace new partnerships as the foundation of your evolution. So, this eclipse season for you, this first one in Virgo, is going to really have you understanding who you are, because for the past 17 years, you've really cultivated your sense of self, how you communicate. And so a lot of the way or the roles that you saw yourself in terms of society is crumbling. You've outgrown that. There's another level, and there's new circles and new opportunities evolving and opening up a new space for this evolved you and the future that you are headed towards. So this week, really start looking at how you be. Wow, I thought I was supposed to be doing that, but actually, it's this. I don't even want to do that anymore. So, again, Revelation Week. Have a great week, Scorpio. Sagittarius, your ancestral message. Pluto in Capricorn, rework your money mindset and core values. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius, you're encouraged to expand that redefined self-worth into daring new ventures, be it innovative teaching, creative writing, or bold career moves. Let the Virgo eclipse in your public sphere guide you to vibrant new directions. All right, Sag. So this week's theme for you is rewrite your story with unbridled optimism. Sagittarius, your week begins on a high note, bursting with positive vibes and a bold commitment to break free from old restrictions. be it in diet, health, or personal boundaries. Domestic challenges may have you considering a new career shift. Considering a career shift. Embrace these sacred growth opportunities as the universe's way to remind you to secure your inner sanctuary and own your story. So you overall you're having a great week. Okay, there might be something like happening in the house or your family life, and it does not necessarily have to mean in your actual home where you live or your immediate partnership. It could include children or or your children that would be a part of your domestic challenges. That's what I'm hearing for you. So and it may you may be thinking of doing a career shift, and that does not necessarily have to mean I'm saying quit your job, but you may decide to apply for another job. It may be that you may in fact want to do something totally different, but it's certain things that may be happening where you be, hey, I may need to consider this for whatever reasons. Okay. But this is mainly going to be about you being comfortable, your inner peace, and owning your story and your journey. I don't know, but that's what it is. It's you know what you need, and it's all good. This is just a reminder of how powerful you are. Okay? Have a great week, Sag. Capricorn, your ancestral message from Pluto is Pluto in Capricorn forced a radical reinvention of your identity. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius, channel that fresh, dynamic energy into building material security and reinforcing your core values. Let the Virgo eclipse awaken a new worldview. Integrate your brand new self with powerful, forward thinking beliefs. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So this week, the theme for you is reinvent your identity and secure your kingdom. Capricorn, this week you'll experience a spark of revolutionary ideas that set your relationships on fire. Possible challenges around property or just intellectual debates may arise as the lunar eclipse erases old ambitions that no longer resonate with who you are evolving into. It's time to follow your heart and let your deepest desires lead you. So, basically for you, it's like, oh, your partner, your mom, your dad, your cousin, they may be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. No, why would you do that? And it may create debate, but it's not up for debate because whatever the debate is based on is based upon the person that you were, not where you're going. So whatever nuances of things that you're thinking about, follow your heart and be understanding because it may be a situation about change, but it's not as drastic as the other person may fear. Just be gentle and understanding with them. But if it's about old ambitions that no longer resonate with you, it's going to be hard to deny it this week. But it's going to be okay. All right? Have a great week, Capricorn. Aquarius, this is your ancestral message. Pluto in Capricorn dug deep into your subconscious and spiritual patterns. Now, as Pluto slides into Aquarius, it sets the stage for your personal renaissance. Embrace your newly awakened gifts. Let go of any lingering baggage during this Virgo eclipse and step confidently into your redefined, radiant identity. Wow, that's what's up. Well, I guess so, because Pluto is in your sign. So you're in your Phoenix era. For the next 20 years, Aquarian sun signs, definitely. And I might do videos on each sign, but you guys got to get my guide so you'll understand better what I'm talking about, because I'm still building this out. But anyway, so Aquarius, the theme for this week is embrace your inner renaissance and live authentically. Aquarius, if financial jitters or feeling undervalued have you feeling unsteady, fear not. The lunar eclipse signals a rebirth in your approach to life. It's time to shed those outdated plans and embrace a radical overhaul that leads to true abundance. So, This is basically saying you must be fixated on something, and maybe it's time to, it's not that you don't need to do it, but perhaps there's a new way to do it, or a different path to get to it. How you have been approaching the way that you're doing things is going to take another change. And Aquarius people are very good with creating new systems. So whatever system that you're currently using, you could use it if you want, I guess. But if you're feeling like you're not getting what you want in the amount that you want, then it's really telling you you need to flip it. You need to do something different. You can do the same thing that you want to do, but you're going to have to do it in your way, and you'll feel a whole lot better. All right. So have a great week. Pisces. All right. So this is your ancestral message from Pluto. Pluto in Capricorn reshape your social circles and aspirations, teaching you the art of meaningful connections. Now, with Pluto in Aquarius, inviting you to look inward, it's time to extract deeper truths from your experiences. When the Virgo eclipse hits, use that moment to refine your circle, keeping only the souls that truly elevate your vibe. All right, now, stop being so nice to everybody. So this week's theme for you, Pisces, is dive deep, reforge your destiny, and trust your intuition. Pisces, you burst into the week with fierce ambition and an unyielding drive to chase your dreams. This eclipse reminds you that if your reputation is challenged, or your understanding of relationships, reforge your path with clarity and grace. So basically, how can I say this? If something comes at you sideways, or you are misunderstood, it's cool. You'll be very clear. Make sure that if it comes up, you be very clear. This is exactly what it is. Or ask, what is this? What are we doing? But you don't have to say it in an aggressive way. You say it with grace, meaning that when we say grace, it's almost like, okay, I'm asking you this, or I'm sharing this with you to be sure that we both understand, because I may have gotten it wrong. I'm going to give grace in that. This, whatever that conversation or that topic will be, or the understanding that needs to be reached, this eclipse will make sure that it's crystal clear. And you can really alchemize it by being graceful about it. And graceful, it's again your choice. But it's like the energy is so potent that you don't even have to exert the energy that you would think that you need to do. Okay? So that is what we have for all the 12 signs. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know more about astrology, I have a couple of things that I offer through the Sacred Joy Garden. And I'm still building my website and my spaces again. But you need to get on my email list. So make sure that you get on my email list so that you can get my weekly shorter tidbits and some other things that I share every week. All right. So have a positive week, and the videos will just get better and better and better. Thanks for listening.